Leonard Vale wasn't just any father. He was one of the most powerful billionaires in the city, owner of several tech companies, investor in half the major startups, and a man whose time was worth more than gold. But every Friday, without exception, he cleared his schedule for a quiet tradition: lunch with his 8-year-old daughter, Amelia. It was the only part of the week where he wasn't the business giant, but simply Dad. On this particular Friday, Leonard arrived early at St. Clair Academy. He planned to surprise Amelia with her favorite strawberry cupcakes and show her a small robot toy he had personally assembled. He knew she'd laugh and call it clumsy, because it always bumped into walls. As he stepped out of his car, something felt wrong. From across the yard, he heard shouting. Children were gathered in a tight circle, not in the joyful way kids crowd around something exciting, but in a way that sent chills racing down his spine. Leonard frowned and walked faster. Then he heard it. A cry he knew too well. "Stop, please stop." It was Amelia's voice. Leonard's heart slammed against his ribs. He broke into a run. When he reached the circle of students, what he saw made every muscle in his body turn rigid with rage. Amelia was on the ground, pushed into the dirt, while 2 older boys towered over her. One had snatched her backpack, shaking out her notebooks and drawings while laughing. The other boy shoved her shoulder again, making her stumble. And surrounding them, children watched silently, some amused, some scared, none brave enough to interfere. Leonard didn't think. He reacted. "Hey!" His voice thundered across the yard like a shockwave. The children scattered instantly. The older boys froze. Amelia looked up, her lip trembling, eyes filled with tears she had tried so hard to hide. "Daddy," she whispered. Leonard was at her side in an instant, lifting her gently, brushing dirt from her clothes, his jaw clenched so tightly it hurt. "Who did this?" he asked, voice low, dangerous. Amelia didn't point. She didn't need to. The trembling boys were still standing a few feet away, guilt written across their faces. Before Leonard could speak, a teacher rushed over. "Mr. Vale, I didn't know you were visiting." "No," he snapped. "You clearly didn't know anything was happening. How long has this been going on?" The teacher faltered. I wasn't aware." "Exactly." Leonard stood, his expensive suit smeared with dirt from kneeling beside his daughter. His eyes were burning, not with the anger of a businessman losing a deal, but the fury of a father seeing his child hurt. The principal was summoned, and within minutes, they were all in her office: the principal, the 2 boys, their parents, the frightened teacher, and Leonard with Amelia sitting on his lap, holding his shirt tightly. The principal cleared her throat. "Mr. Vale, please calm down. Children fight sometimes." Leonard slammed his palm on the desk. Everyone jumped. This wasn't a fight. It was bullying. Physical bullying. "And if I hadn't come early today, my daughter would still be lying on the ground while your staff did nothing." The boys' parents tried to argue that their sons were just playing, but Leonard cut them off sharply. Play doesn't leave a child bruised. Play doesn't make a child sob. He looked down at Amelia, her small hands gripping his. She didn't even know how to ask for help. That broke something in him. He turned to the boys, his voice firm. "You are older, stronger. That means you have a responsibility, not a right, to treat others with kindness. What you did today is unacceptable." The boys lowered their heads. Leonard then faced the principal. "I will not tolerate another incident. Not here, not anywhere." The principal swallowed. "We will take immediate disciplinary action." "No," Leonard interrupted. "You will do more than that." Hours later, when everything had finally settled, Leonard carried Amelia outside. He set her gently in the car, opened a cupcake box, and placed one in her hands. "You okay, princess?" She nodded, though tears still sat in her lashes. "Daddy, they always take my drawings. They say I'm weird." Leonard's stomach twisted. "Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want you to be sad." He exhaled slowly, brushing her cheek. "You never have to protect me from the truth. I'm your dad. I protect you." She leaned into him, and for the first time that day, her breathing calmed. That evening, news broke across the city. Leonard Vail was donating $5 million to create a nationwide anti-bullying initiative in schools, including new training, supervision upgrades, counseling programs, and anonymous reporting systems. But for him, it wasn't about publicity. It was about Amelia, and the next Monday, when she walked onto the school grounds, there was no circle of kids mocking her, just her father standing next to her, holding her small hand with pride and protection. Because for a billionaire, protecting his empire mattered, but protecting his daughter, that was everything. Please subscribe my channel.